Let's look down at the right-hand quadrant. Probably in this area, a person is more unwilling to put amount of effort into achieving a break-even situation. So in this case, it's probably laid back. We'll end up calling this one complacency. And it is more characteristic in being passive, but with a response towards value of being on the receiving end. And in this situation, we might easily conceive of entitlement, people thinking that they're due something. Where is it? They're not going to respond in an effort to actually earn it. It's there, but they don't have it, so they're expecting it. We'll move up here to the salvaging quadrant. Again, the salvaging is probably more characteristic in being also passive. But in this case, with regards to value or the situation, giving. Otherwise, okay, I give up. Situation's only going to get worse if I keep down this particular path. I recognize it. I need to go ahead and decide, am I going to pay the price or not to achieve peace and balance? So I will yield on this particular point. And the argument probably begins to attenuate, get lower in magnitude, and eventually gets resolved before sundown is what we're particularly hoping for here. So here we have our 4 quadrants and ways that we can move. Notice here on a couple of particular areas. Let's look at the top to bottom aspects. If we look at the top half, we will notice that we are actually more concerned with others. If we look at the bottom half, it's therefore easy to recognize we're more involved with ourself. And that recognition makes it fairly easy to recognize that in this negative sum area, greed is typically the attitude or aspect that comes into play most often, whether it's survival or entitlement. But if we take a look at how we can break this down further, we can actually take a look at this as more heroes appear up here at the top end, more villains, just to use a simplistic contrast, appear down at the bottom end. But an interesting aspect of this is people that tend to live their lives up on the positive sum side, the top half of this particular schematic, are people who are adders. And people who live down at the bottom or spend their time are typically what I would call the add-nots. We all have an opportunity to add things to our lives and other people's lives, and whether we choose to do that or not, it's a choice, and whether we know and understand where and how we can do that becomes some of the discussion points as I continue to build on this blog and build on this particular structure and see where it leads us into good, productive, happy lives. Thank you. See you again next time.